Los Angeles Angels and the Seattle Mariners series sponsorship presented by Echo Outdoor Power Equipment. Great night to be here at Safeco Field in Seattle. Weather, you couldn't ask for a better setup. And the Mariners playing some outstanding baseball. The first place Mariners by a game and a half over Texas. They take on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, the last place team in the American League West. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Root Sports crew with you. Look at that night here as we check out the Angels batting order that will face Nathan Carnes.
For manager Mike Scioscia. See Mike Trout hitting second in the lineup, and what he has done against the Mariners, a .311 average, 15 home runs, and he has been a hot hitter as of late. Albert Pujols at DH, he will hit third, struggling this year with just a .194 batting average. Marte and Ryan will round out the ninth for the Angels, both of them looking for their first hit of the season. For Nathan Carnes on the year, 6-start, 3-1 record, a 3.38 ERA, and 34 2/3, 38 strikeouts. Want to stay away from the walks. 15 walks on the year. Opponents hitting just .237 against Nate. And we'll take a look at the defense, brought to you by American Family Insurance. Out of center field, Martey, he's been busy on this homestand. Seth Smith will get the start in right field. Adam Lynn at first base, and Chris Iannetta will do the catching.
Mike, this is a great opportunity for the Mariners to jump on this Angel ball club. They have an absolutely long roll call of guys on the DL, including pitchers, starting pitchers, Andrew Haney, Garrett Richards, and C.J. Wilson, and their closer, Houston Street, plus Andrelton Simmons, the shortstop, infielder Cliff Pennington, Craig Gentry, and Escobar can't play tonight because he got hurt last night.
Catch your breath. I'll go with Nathan Carnes tonight. You look at the Angels, they are 7-14 against right-handed starters, and Nathan was really good in his last outing. He had exceptional stuff. His fastball was anywhere from 93 to 96 miles an hour. Has the curveball to go along with it. He will throw that pitch a lot, also mix in a changeup. But you're right, then they've had their struggles. You look at the Angels and their offense as a whole. They're 12th in the American League in runs scored.
Carnes from the first base side of the rubber, 1-0 here to Cole Calhoun. Breaking ball for a strike. Home plate umpire tonight, Jim Reynolds. Nick Lentz at first, Mark Rippiger at second, and Fielding Colbert at third. 76 degrees, wind, a breeze out of the southwest at 2 miles an hour, blowing from the left field foul pole towards the right field foul pole. 1-1 to Calhoun. Cole hitting at .290, couple home runs, 16 runs batted in, an exceptional throwing arm. Good right fielder. In terms of offensive threats, he and Trout are the guys you got to worry most about.
Well, I would agree with that, but don't make a mistake to Albert Pujols.
Correct.
He has 7 home runs on the year. He still has some power.
I'm told it's a hard 194. There's Albert. 3-1.
Mariners have the shift on with Calhoun hitting.
To Calhoun. Back to the strike. What's impressed you most about Carnes in this little run he's on?
I think the main thing is that his fastball command has been much better, and it's because of the work that he's done in the bullpen. We've talked about it before his last start in his bullpen. He's really worked on his fastball command, and when I spoke to Nathan about that, he was saying that basically he's throwing his fastball, having the catcher, which would be Iannetta, set up down and away to a right-handed hitter, and that's the way he works his bullpen, even though he loses him with that curveball right there. But that's something that he's been working on. I talked to Mel Stottlemyre today about him and asked him if he thought he could sustain the type of velocity that we saw in his last outing, and Mel thought he could, and he said that basically what he's changed on him is earlier in the season he was throwing across his body, kind of like Arrieta does. But for Nathan, it was causing him problems getting the ball down, so they've straightened him out. He's not throwing across his body nearly as much as he used to, as you take a look at these numbers for Trout. And that's the reason why his fastball command has been better, which is getting him to that good curveball. Curveball, the league hitting just 177 against his curve.
Mike Trout. Strike one.
That fastball at 95 miles an hour.
Early struggles have been corrected by Mr. Trout. 5 for 27 out of the box at 185, but 333 since then. Trout, two-time MVP runner-up. He's won it 1 year, also won the All-Star Game MVP a couple of times. Great play. 2 for 6 with a homer against Nathan Carnes. Stay inside, not let him extend those arms. You got Cano playing up the middle, give him the entire right side.
Well, the big key is not just pitching him inside, but you can see the fastball is elevated. Mike Trout is a very good low ball hitter. Even the ball down out of the strike zone, he can hit it out of the ballpark. So he's trying to keep it above his belt.
Here's the 2-1. Goes the other way. Line drive, staying up in the air, right to Seth Smith. Route number 1. That's when he throws to first, but back safely is Calhoun.
And to my point, that last fastball, 95 on the outside corner, but it was knee high, and that's the reason why he was able to get the barrel on it and hit it hard to right.
Albert Pujols. Batting average, balls put in play. Albert hitting $170. Mariners have handled him so far. Mariners won 2 out of 3 in Anaheim in our visit in late April, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
Pujols has some luck against Carnes. 6 at-bats, 3 hits, 1 of them a home run.
Strike 1 to Pujols. Struggling Angels, 6 consecutive losses, 8 of their last 10. They got in at about 4:30 this morning. Bulk of the team didn't get here till about, they were told, hey, get here a little bit later today, 5:15, 5:30, when most of the guys started arriving here at the ballpark. 0-2, Albert. Pujols and the Angels coming off a series at home against the Cardinals, and Albert hit a home run against his old team and became one of 9 active players to homer against all 30 current major league teams. It's a good looking list. Jose Bautista, Carlos Beltran, Adrian Beltre, Stephen Drew, Adrian Gonzalez. Here's the 0-2 to Albert. High and deep to right center field. Seth Smith on it right before the track. The remainder of that list: Russell Martin, Brandon Moss, and Brian McCann.
And the Angels were swept in that series. In fact, they've lost their last 6 games in a row.
The 2 outs. Calhoun, pretty good speed at first. Brings up Daniel Nava. Nava was hurt last time we saw the Angels, former Boston Red Sox.
Only 30 at-bats on the year for Nava, so just starting to get back into it. You can see what he's done in his career against the Mariners. .253 with a couple of home runs and 10 RBIs.
Nava's a switch hitter, a .220 hitter as a lefty. 200 from the right side. Only 5 at-bats as a right-hand hitter. Mike Scioscia, the manager, the dean of all, longest term manager in the big league, 17 years, talking about this losing streak and the injuries. He said, just have to deal with it, keep going on, still trying to come in with a winning frame of mind. There's Mike, winner of the 0-2 World Series championship, beating the Giants.
I think when you're losing ball games and you've lost a number of your everyday regular players in most of your rotation, if Nate Carnes can hold them down a couple 2 or 3 innings, get a lead on the Angels, it'll be difficult for them to come back into the ball game. Just be careful with Trout. Should be all right.
Runner goes, throw down to second by Iannetta. He is meat. Got him. Chris Iannetta coming off the fine performance, getting us out of here a couple of days ago with a game-winning home run in the 11th. Guns down Cole Calhoun. And the Angels are done in the first inning. Mariners coming about with Aoki, Marte, and Cano. Nori Aoki looking to extend his hitting streak to 5 ball games. Going to lead things off for the Mariners against Nick Tropiano. Let's take a look at the rest of the batting order for your first place ball club.
And it will start with Aoki. If you look at his last 15 games, a .412 on base percentage for him. 11-game hitting streak for Robin Cano. He continues to swing a hot bat. Then you go down to Chris Ionetta, a walk-off home run in the 11th inning, hit it out to right center field for the Mariners to get the sweep against Tampa Bay.
Nick Tropiano. And first pitch, ball 1 to Aoki.
Tropiano, 6 starts on the year, 31 2/3, 36 strikeouts, 17 walks. When he's hitting .282, he's given up 6 home runs, all 6 home runs in his last 3 outings.
1-1 to Nori.
Pitched against the Mariners earlier this year, went 5 1/3, 4 hits, just a couple of earned runs. But since then, he's given up 6 home runs in his last 3 starts. He's really struggled, especially with his fastball command.
Fly ball left field as you play for Daniel Nava. 1 out.
Take a look at the rest of the defense, brought to you by American Family Insurance. In the outfield, Cole Calhoun, the right fielder. You have to be careful with him. A strong, accurate throwing arm in right field. You take a look at the left side of the infield. New left side of the infield, former Mayor Brendan Ryan at shortstop. Jeffrey Marte getting his first start at third base. C.J. Crone will get the start at first.
There's Brendan Ryan, most recently with the Syracuse Ball Club, AAA for the Nationals. It was obtained earlier in the week. Andrelton Simmons with the thumb injuries out for about 2 months. Here's Ketel Marte.
It'll be fun to watch the Mariners and see what they do offensively, what kind of game plan they have. I think you have to get after Tropiano's fastball. It's a changeup right there. His fastball is pretty good. It's 91 miles an hour. Also mix in a curveball and the changeup. But if you look at his last 3 starts on the fastball, the league hitting .459 and slugging .784.
Marte pops one up. Brendan Ryan will get a chance to make a play. That'll bring up Robinson Cano. He's redefining hot. 11-game hitting streak by 22 for his last 49.
And it's on the barrel. Not many cheap hits in there. He's really been swinging the bat well. Look at those numbers.
What he'd like to do tonight is get going against these Angels. They've handled him in the first 3 games. He's 1 for 12. But career, 291, 14 home runs against the Angels. Pretty much straight up. That's how they play. You know, a lot of people have been firing at that back foot. 1-1. Here's the 1-0. For strike.
Robbie didn't think so. Thought it was off the outside corner. According to the EQC tracer, it was.
He has a case. One pitch. Off speed offering. To your point about getting on these Angels, they've had 13 consecutive games where the starter did not go 6 innings. 13 consecutive games using 4 or more pitchers.
That's tough on the bullpen. The Mariners like to get out there at some point tonight in the pen. Tropiano out here in the first inning using his changeup a little bit more.
Bounces that one up there.
Just an occasional split. I think that's what that last pitch was. It barely cleared the grass.
Tropiano, as Nelson Cruz waits. Tropiano has yet to have a quality start. 2-2 to Cano. Off the end of the bat. Coming in as the third baseman, Jeffrey Marte, to throw out Robinson Cano. 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. No scores. We head to inning number 2. Root Sports is brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. By Shag, where your friends live. And by Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealer.com. Beautiful weather here in Seattle. 76 degrees at first pitch at 7:10. Good crowd on hand here today. We're going to be in the 30s. Expect to be in the 40,000 range tomorrow with Kyle Seager bobblehead night. Chance for the Mariners to jump on this Angels ball club. Here's Nava. He was at the dish when Chris Iannetta threw out Cole Calhoun trying to steal. Out number 3. That was out number 3 in the first inning.
As you look at the Angels, I mentioned it earlier, against right-handers, they're just 7-14 on the year against right-handed starters. They are 10th in average, 12th in runs scored, last in slugging. Really struggled, 13th in home runs. One thing that they will do is put the ball in play. Hardest team to strike out in the American League.
It's an interesting number, just 188 Ks.
Yeah. Nathan had 9 strikeouts in his last outing. It was against Houston, a team that strikes out a lot.
He's ahead of Nava, 0-2. Got him. There's a strikeout, his first of the night. Speaking of Houston, Astros lead at Boston 7-6, bottom 8.
And it's 94-mile-an-hour fastball, gets ahead of him quickly. 0-2 count. It's wasting a pitch and gets him to chase it. And in his last start, his pitch usage, we talked about his curveball. He likes it a lot. 34%, fastball at 43%. But he has been mixing his changeup in more against left-handed hitters.
C.J. Cron. High. Texas losing at home to Toronto 5-0. Troy Tulowitzki's driven in 3. Houston 7-6 over Boston, bottom 8. George Springer, 3-run homers, knocked in 4 runs. Tight to Crone. Athletics defeated Tampa Bay at Tampa Bay 6-3 behind Rich Hill, who goes to 5-3. Chris Davis with a home run in that game. Carnes goes 3-0 to Crone, but Giovanni Soto on deck to catcher. Carnes last year with Tampa Bay 7-5, a 3.67 earned run average. Outstanding rookie on that Tampa Bay ball club. Got that honor from the baseball writers in Tampa. And go get that bat, young man. 3-2.
Good curveball at 3-1. Take a look at the curveball. Crone thought that pitch was down. Nice job by Iannetta to frame it.
Here's the payoff pitch. 3-2. Looper going back is Adam Lynn. No problem. Couple steps on the grass. 2 down. Let's take a look at our updated Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. Mariners a 1.5 game lead on Texas, losing 5-0 at home to Toronto. Oakland won. Astros are winning. And the Angels bringing up the rear. Two outs, nobody on Giovanni Soto, catcher. Mike, we're going to have to start naming these defensive shifts, sort of like we do in football. They got the Cano on right now. That's 3 on the left side against Soto.
I like that. The Cano. Good curveball from Nathan. You look at Carnes, your number 5 starter. The Mariners this year are 5-0 in his starts. He has really pitched well. Another good curveball.
It's only 2 strikes, isn't it? That's what I have. Everybody started walking off. everybody had most of the infield was en route to the dugout.
Well, they had 0-2 up on the scoreboard.
The 0-2 pitch to Soto. Missed, and not by much. It's been fun watching Carnes from the first time we saw him in spring training to now. The development has been outstanding. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Second strikeout for Nathan Carnes. Nice couple of innings to get out of the gate here against the Angels. Coming up for the Mariners when we come back. 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Nelson Cruz, Kyle Seager, and Seth Smith. As Carnes breaks off a good-looking breaking ball to strike out Giovanni Soto for his second K of the night. Crowd here at Safeco Field, and a reminder on Sunday, May 22nd, join Dan Wilson, Jay Buhner, Randy Johnson, Gary Payton, and many more special guests at the All-Star Softball Classic here at Safeco Field. Your ticket's going to help at-risk youth win a battle for their future. Visit uwkc.org for tickets. Kids 14 and under are getting in free. Nelson Cruz, 1-0 the count. 3 for his last 7. There's a strike. Nelly with a home run on Wednesday's game, a line drive, 3rd inning, leading off that frame into the bullpen.
And he's 1 for 5 against Tropiano. That one hit, a home run.
He's got 30 career home runs against the Angels, 81 ribbies, 281 career. He's been impressive so far this year as well. 4 for 11. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Able to hold. Tropiano from Long Island, New York. West Islip born and still lives there. Ground ball to Brendan Ryan, a former Mariner. Flips it over. Cruz is retired. Good to see Brendan Ryan, one of the real upbeat personalities. Fun guy to talk to. He was really disappointed that last year he didn't make the trip. He was with the Yankees last year. He had a calf injury in April, and then May a hamstring injury, so he couldn't make the trip to New York. But since he's been back, he's hit all his favorite spots. He said, tomorrow I'm going to buy some donuts for the boys and make everybody happy.
And the one thing we know about him is defensively, he can play shortstop.
Kyle Seager. That will break his 0 for 6 into the corner. Calhoun retrieves, and Kyle in with a double with 1 out here in the second. Bobblehead night for him tomorrow evening. That's his 8th double of the season. Catching up with Brendan Wright.
Going to be on an off-speed pitch, 84 miles an hour. I think it's the changeup. Yep, that is the changeup. Kyle really starting to heat up. Got an 11-game hitting streak snap, as Dave mentioned.
First hit against Tropiano, so 1 out. First base runner, first hit in the ball game. Brings up Seth Smith. Had some tough times the last, 6 to 8 days, but I can feel him coming back around.
Angels have the shift on with him hitting.
Strike 1 to Seth. They put Johnny Giavatello, the second baseman, 10 paces into right field.
The Mariners on the season hitting with runners in scoring position are hitting .223. Good news for the Mariners, averaging almost 4.5 runs a game. 4.5 runs a game is a really good number, especially for the Mariners when you consider the pitching that they have. And it continues to improve here at home, which is good news.
Smitty in his first at bat on Wednesday, 2-run single up the middle. He's behind here 0-2. Last 20 starts for Seth, hitting at .268. 3 homers, 12 runs batted in.
And we consider the Mariners in their first homestand of the year went 1-5, and now they're over 500 at home. That's a good sign too.
Got a great road record with 13 wins.
13-6 on the road this year.
And that's tied for the best in the major leagues with the Cubbies and the White Sox. Mariners back on the road next week, 3 in Baltimore, 3 in Cincinnati. A little interleague play next weekend.
Hopefully the weather will hold up.
It's not looking good.
No.
A lot of rain in Baltimore. A little less so in Cincinnati. 1-2. Ball 2 to Seth. Really great crowd here tonight. Every section, pretty much every section is a good showing. Ooh, that hurt. First and second for the Mariners. That pitch really got away. Seth Smith hit for the second time this season.
Well, when you consider the damage that the league has done in his last 3 starts against his fastball, this one he wants on the inside corner. And he was just going to make sure he didn't leave it out over the plate as he ends up hitting Seth.
First batter Tropiano's hit this year. If Adam Lynn could cash it in here, 1 on, runners at first and second. Inning started with Cruz grounding out the short. Seager double into the right field corner. Now Smitty gets hit. Adam Lynn to .213, a homer and 5 runs batted in.
Good fastball. You can see it in his face. He can't believe he missed it. 93 miles an hour in the middle of the plate.
Hoping for a tear coming from Adam Lind. He's been a good home run guy through the course of his career. A 3-year stretch in Toronto starting in 2009. He went 35 homers, 114 on the RBIs, 23 and 72, then 26 and 87. 13's around a ball club, 23 homers, 67 runs batted in. Last year, Milwaukee 20 and 87. It's a lefty power guy. That's a good ballpark for him.
That's the reason why Jerry DiPoto went out to get him. Wanted some help from the left-hand side of the plate.
Two at him. Piano coming over to the Angels from Houston with Carlos Perez, Hank Conger, November of 2014. Becomes a 1-2 pitch. Got out in front of it. Adam Lynn's only home run of the season came against Tony Sipp of the Houston Astros. It's back on Wednesday, the 27th of April. 1-2 here. Fouled off again. Mariners coming in off a sweep of the Rays, and over the last 21 games, 16 and 5. The Angels, the other side of the coin, 6 consecutive losses and 8 of their last 10. They have almost an entire football squad on the DL, many of them pitchers. 1-2 outside. Chris Iannetta is on deck. Great moment for him on Wednesday, the game-winning homer in the 11th. 2-2 to Lind. Out front again.
He is really throwing a lot of changeups to all the left-handed hitters. On the year, he's about 50% fastballs. He throws his curveball more than his changeup. At least he has this year. 26% on his curveball, 20% on his changeup.
Love to keep one of those fair. Seager at second, Smith at first, one out here in the second. Lynn trying to do some early damage. Good battle.
He's mixing it up. This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat to Adam Lynn.
Still a 2-2 count to Lind. 3 defenders right side for Piano Cubs set. Pitch to Adam. Inside, full count.
See that last fastball. Tried the same thing with Seth Smith, and that's when he hit him. That one well off the plate inside. 10th pitch of the at bat coming up.
Nice even number, something big here. 3-2 here, 2 outs, 1 on. 2 on, 1 out. So here we go, 3-2. 2 men aboard, 1 out. Seager takes off, hit, swung on. Sent deep to left. Taking Nava back on the track to make the catch. 2 outs. Iannetta a couple of days ago, hometown hero, leading off the 11th inning, a 3-2 pitch. He rode it out of here, sent everybody home. Mariners win 6-5 over the Rays, complete the sweep. The obligatory shower, Charlie Furbush, Steve Cishek. Iannetta going against his former teammates here, the Angels. And home run for Chris is 3rd. Strike 1. Got Trupiano in some trouble here. There's 2 outs now. That's in the dirt. 1-1.
And Trout, the center fielder, shading towards the left center. See Brendan Ryan trying to get in the hole on the left side of the infield.
2 balls, 1 strike.
36 pitches, 21 strikes.
Iannetta the last 4 years with the Angels. A disappointing campaign last year, hitting just 188. The year before, he had 252. 2-1 pitch, foul back. Talk to Chris, quiet guy, real smart. Does a great job behind the plate. It's a solid acquisition by Jerry DiPoto and company. Over the course of his career, he's been a good on-base percentage guy. Let's see if he can drive in a run here. 2-2 pitch. Look out! Whoa! Way behind. There's a wild pitch. Seager and Smith move up a bag. Boy, that was. We've seen some wild pitches.
That was one of them. One of the better ones we've seen. This is going to be a curveball. Just slips out of his hand, 78 miles an hour, and he throws it behind him.
Good to see Chris get that bat down too. Trupiano, second wild pitch this season. Sosha is grinding it out right now, and it's only May 13th. We can't wait to get a whole bunch of guys. 9 guys. Get them off the DL. Easier said than done.
27 pitches in the inning. Soto, I think, has made 3 trips out to the mound already.
A lot of green space out there. 3-2 to Iannetta. And ball 4. And Brantley Martine with the bases loaded. Good situation with 2 outs here in the second inning. We take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Train. Weekend series will conclude on Sunday. Monday we travel to Charm City, Baltimore. 3 games there. Weather forecast not good, not promising at all. Interleague play against the Reds next weekend, then back home for the Athletics and the Twins. Twins having a miserable start as well at 8-22, 2-15 on the road. Chance for Martine here with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
Mariners as a team this year hitting .321 with the bases loaded. A really good number for him. And Martine in his career looking for his first grand slam.
He has 1 home run against the Angels this season. 1-0 is the count. Seager, Smith, and Iannetta all aboard. 1-0 pitch. That will get out of play. Marte, a mammoth home run, 2-run shot back on Sunday, April 24th. Mariners win it 9-4. Fourth inning blast. We have that off of Matt Shoemaker. One to count. Two and one. Orioles on deck. Well, this trend continues, Mike. The way these guys are blowing up starters.
Pitch counts.
Pitch counts.
Yeah.
My goodness. Martine looks like he's got something in his eye. Contact may have moved. Five homers, 12 runs batted in for Landis. Fourth on the team. 5 homers. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Good setup.
In this situation, Martine wants to look out over the plate. They're trying to get him to swing at the two-seamer. All of them missing down and away. He'll have to elevate it if he wants to throw a strike.
A lot of guys looking to run, a lot of green out there. 3-1 pitch. Pulled foul. 3-2.
You see Soto set up on the outside corner. Pulls across the fastball and ends up going stop the inside corner. They wanted to pitch him away, but he just missed his spot.
This will be pitch number 34 in the inning here for Nick Trupiano. For the Cards, he struck out 2, hadn't given up a hit. See if his boys can pick up some runs here. 3-2 to Martine. Runners go. Bouncing ball to the second baseman, Giavotella. That threat dies here in the second. No scores. We go to the third. Long inning for Nick Trupiano. Crowd here at Safeco Field this Friday the 13th. Hopefully it'll be a very lucky night for the Mariners. If you won Washington's lottery, would you hire the dancing grounds crew to entertain you while you mowed the lawn? Well, play today. Bob Christopherson and the fellas and ladies, spectacular daily job here at Safeco Field. Mariners threaten, don't score in the second. Bottom third of the order here for the Angels. Johnny Giavotella leads off, strike one. Followed by Jeffrey Marte and Brendan Ryan.
Nathan had a nice long rest in the dugout.
He sure did.
A lot of pitches in that last half inning.
Giavotella, we've seen plenty of him when he was with Kansas City. Breaking the ball for a strike. Giavotella, 247 career hitter against Seattle. 1-2. Up the middle. Marte. And Adam Lind was able to maintain that foot on the bag. Nice play all the way around. 1 out.
Let's take a look. Mike Scioscia wants to take a look, so we may as well take Marte back up the middle. Gets rid of it quickly. You can see how low his elbow was. Dropped his elbow on the throw, tailing. That will be a 6-3.
Brings up Jeffrey Marte, making his Angels debut. Previous time in the bigs with Detroit. Caught up from AAA Salt Lake today. Carnes deals 1-0. 1-1 on the count. Jeffrey Marte and a La Romana in the Dominican Republic, 24 years old. Doubled up. Marte with Detroit last year, 33 games, hit .213. Carnes has got him 1-2. And he finishes him off with a good-looking pitch. Third K for Carnes.
After a couple of curveballs, well-located fastball, 95 miles an hour. He has the good fastball going again. Last start against Houston topped out at 96, but this is just a perfect pitch right on the corner at the knees.
Well, welcome back here for Brendan Ryan.
With the Angels, Brendan 0 for 5.
Called up earlier this week, obtained from Syracuse out of the Washington Nationals chain. Ryan, a Southern California kid playing back in his home area, picked up Tuesday from the Nationals. With 21 games at AAA Syracuse, 263. The Yankees last year, 229. 8 runs batted in 47 games. 0-2. Ryan's got to get a new bat. Ryan didn't have any trouble finding this ballpark. Was traded to the Yankees. First time he got on the subway, and next thing you know, he was crossing the East River, and he went, uh-oh, wrong train, wrong direction. Scrambled to get back to the stadium at about 5 o'clock for his debut. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Carnes, fine inning. 1, 2, 3. Struck out 4. See if the Mariners can get him some runs. Nathan Karns off to a fine start. Top of the order when we return. Nori Aoki, Ketel Marte, and Robinson Cano. Right here at Safeco Field on Friday the 13th, and man, they all came out tonight. Hey, come watch Kyle Seager and Robinson Cano hit bombs into the outfield seats while wearing your new Mariners bomber hat. They're free to the first 15,000 fans on Friday, May 27th when the Mariners meet the Twins. 7:10 start time. Log on to Mariners.com. Look at Six for tickets. There's Nori Aoki. Lifts one left center field. Nava. Aoki gonna dig for three. Here's a throw to third. He is safe. Wow. Mike Trout generally takes control. Center fielder Nava thought he had it. Nava knew if there was going to be a collision, he was going to lose that one, and the ball hits the turf. And Nori's at third.
And I think if you look at the replay, it looks like Nava looks to his left. A little bit late, notices that Trout is there, and as you mentioned, he did not want to run into him.
So it's a three-bagger for Nori, his third of the season. Here's the slide. Oof. Marte put it on him, and now
Socha's standing out of the dugout. He wants to take a look at it, I think.
Looked like he might have missed it.
Did look as if he missed him.
Yeah, he had him dead to rights. Nori, let's see, a little swim. Give it to him, take it away, go the other way. How about that? He never got him.
Oh, good slide.
Wow.
And a great situation for the Mariners. The Angels, with their struggles, are going to bring the infield in with nobody out here in the third.
Mike, we've seen it on both sides now when it's going good, baby. You know, because that's a routine fly ball for Trout.
And they should have been able to get him at third, too. It was a good relay throw in. It was on the money, and then Marte making his first start for the Angels. He just missed the tag.
Take the break. Aoki at third. Nobody out. 0-1 to Marte. Brought in infield. That pitch outside.
Most of the time, managers, they don't like to bring their infield in early in a ball game. We've seen it from time to time when Felix has been on the mound because they don't feel that they can afford to give up a run or two. They don't like to bring him in right here because they don't want to have the big inning. Good opportunity for the Mariners.
1-1. 2-1 to Marte. Popped out to the shortstop Brendan Ryan his first time up. 10 RBIs on the season. 2-1 pitch. 3-1.
Showing some discipline, laying off all those changeups. Last 3 pitches, the changeup. Cano waiting on deck.
Triple, the second hit for the Mariners, second hit of the ball game. Here's a 3-1. Slashed it, eaten up by Ryan. Nice play to retire Marte.
Hit it hard. Unfortunately, it was right to Brendan Ryan. Hard smash at Ryan. Will have to go to his knees to make the play. But fields it cleanly. Brant Robinson, Cano, 33 RBIs on the year for Cano.
Gonna take advantage of a terrific opportunity here in the third. Mariners left them loaded in the second. Bounce foul. Cano leads the major leagues and runs batted in with 33. 12 home runs are second only to the Rockies' Nolan Arenado, who has 13.
Watching Aoki on the foul ball. I think he was going on contact. You see Manny Actor, the third base coach, talking to him again.
Go down to third. Soto back safely. Aoki. Count 1-1 to Cano. Bobby hitting 256, 2 home runs, 19 runs batted in, runners in scoring position.
Just a snap throw down to third, no problem.
The 0-2. Count 2-1, 2-1. Now I hear Jim Reynolds say it's 1-2. So 1-2 the count to Robinson. Cano, runner at third, 1 out. There we go. Popped up. Marte has a play. 2 outs. No chance for Cruz to pick up a run. He grounded out to short. You'd hate to see Trupiano be able to wriggle out of trouble for two consecutive innings. Houston game's gone final. Astros win at Boston 7-6. Toronto finishes off Texas 5-0. Oakland earlier beat Tampa Bay in Florida 6-3. Ball 1. Just joining his second inning. Cruz grounded out to short, then a double by Seager. Seth Smith hit by a pitch. Lynn's an 11 pitch at bat. Took Nava to the track, then a walk to Iannetta, but Martine grounded out with the bases loaded. Now with Aoki at third, it's a leadoff triple or 2 down. One.
Pretty good curveball on the outside corner. You would hate to let this situation get away from you. Nothing you can do on the Marte at bat. He hit the ball hard. Fortunately, it was right at the shortstop. So now they need a clutch base hit.
1-1. Ground ball to Brendan Ryan. Trupiano gets out of trouble. Back-to-back innings. Another man left on base. What a break for the Angels. No score here at Safeco Field. Seattle Mariners baseball here in Root Sports. Being brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade. Flavor starts here. Please drink responsibly. By Paint Your Wagon. Playing June 2nd to the 25th. Tickets at fifthavenue.org. And by Echo, the Los Angeles Angels and Seattle Mariners series sponsorship is presented by Echo Outdoor Power Equipment. This youngster vying to make a catch in a pregame game. Oh, well done. Nicely done. Oh, you're going to let a good pie go to waste? You know what? I'm giving credit for it. Made contact. Good luck.
Still nothing good with that entire scenario there with the pie. Huh?
Come on, you ruined a perfectly good pie. Come on. Little ice cream. Boom. Nathan Carnes throwing well here. He's got 4 strikeouts. A swing and a miss by Cole Calhoun as we go to the top of the order. Second time through here for the Angels. Calhoun worked a walk and a 3-2 pitch. He's the only base runner for the Angels thus far. Now they have the Marte defense on with 3 defenders on the right side. Adam Lind attacks, flips to Carnes, and there's one out. Bring up Mike Trout.
Talked about the Angels against right-handed starters this year, just 7 and 14 overall. And big reason why. They only have 2 left-handed hitters on the club. Calhoun the leadoff hitter, and then the switch hitter in Nava. That's it, all righties.
Angels struggles earlier in the week prompted speculation, a lot of chatter all through baseball. Might they trade Mike Trout? You'd have to blow up your whole team to bring him in. Not going to happen.
I don't think the Angels will do that anyway.
Correct. I agree with you.
Trout hit the ball hard his first time, line drive right at Smith in right field. And fastball on the outside corner at the knees.
Strike like 2 for 7 against Nathan Carnes. With all that speculation, Trout was saying, hey, I'm perfectly happy right where I am.
He's probably thinking, how about put some pieces around me?
A little help, please.
Yeah.
2-1. Pounding inside, missed. Carnes really showing well these last 3 ball games. Ties him up 3-2. Pujols on deck. Payoff to Trout. Walking. Second walk issued by Carnes. MLB TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you've come to expect and more. You can watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 devices. Includes a free subscription to At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. So visit Mariners.com for details. And if you're a baseball fan, you got to get it. It's unbelievable. And the picture quality, they weren't kidding. Better than some of the home TVs that we have seen in recent time. Here's Albert. Trout at first. Pitch outside. Pujols with 567 career home runs, 13th all time. Next on the list is Rafael Palmeiro at 569.
He's also 4th in the league in hitting into double plays. He's hit into 7 double plays this year.
He's got Hall of Fame credentials, no doubt about that. Here's the 1-0. Runner goes. Trout got a good break. Threat by Iannetta is late. Trout 3rd stolen base. Like a little bobble by Chris.
Tough pitch to handle. It's going to be a curveball. I think it actually hits the dirt. He's able to backhand to field it cleanly. But Mike Trout picks the right pitch to run on, and it's an easy steal.
He's another guy that can put in that category. Plays the game with great joy. He loves what he's doing out there. Pujols 2-0. Broken bat. Marte will hold Trout. Throws out Pujols. Two outs.
Fastball right off the end of the bat.
Luckily that wasn't coming directly at Marte. You've had bats come at you like that. That's tough, isn't it?
It is tough. It's distracting, but the one thing that he had going for him is he knew that Pujols does not run well, so he could sit back, take his time, make a strong throw to first.
Daniel Nava struck out on 3 pitches, his first time. There's 2 hits in the ball game. They belong to the Mariners. Second inning double by Seager, and a leadoff triple in the third by Aoki. The other Mariner base runner walked to Iannetta. They did leave the bases loaded. There was a hit batter in there as well. Back one to Nava. Carnes checks Trout. He's at second with 2 outs. And some trouble there. Martine's got the good throwing arm. Trout's got superior speed. He's not even going to bother. 1-0 Angels. Daniel Nava with a sharp single. First hit given up by Carnes, and it produces a run. 1-0 LA. RBI number 3 for Nava.
Gets the base hit on the changeup, 86 miles an hour. With 2 outs, it's easy for him to score.
Two outs, a run in. Man aboard for C.J. Crowe. Crone. Pop to the first baseman, Adam Lind. They give Crone the right side. Cano favoring the bag up the middle. Carnes behind 2-0.
Struggling a little bit with his splits right now. 56 pitches, 35 strikes, 21 balls, 15 batters faced, with 8 first pitch strikes.
Here we go, 2-0. Count here, 2-1. Mike Trout scoring the only run of the ball game. His 18th run scored, leads the Angel Ball Club. Angels have not been over 500 this year. They got the 5-5. But that's it. How much of a struggle it's been. 2-1. Nava has not attempted a stolen base. Just his 14th game.
Angels are 14th in stolen bases in the American League.
Big change from years ago, isn't it?
Yeah. They have tried to run a couple of times. Trout in this inning with the stolen base. Calhoun was thrown out in the first by Iannetta.
Popped it up. Marte's got it. So the Angels strike first. They get a run on a hit, no errors, and leave them in. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Angels.
The Ford Sports Desk. Who doesn't love free stuff? Marissa is a woman after my own heart. It is Where I Root, presented by Alaska Airlines. So Marissa's got free socks and cheap seats. A replica sock night here at Safeco Field. And Chris got a new hat to go with his new socks. Hashtag Where I Root, presented by Alaska Airlines. Matt, wearing what the pros wear here on Replica Sock Night. All right, guys, let's get you back upstairs.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Kyle Seeger to lead it off. Seth Smith and Adam Lynn to follow here. Also, college night, Friday the 13th. Huge crowd out in the pen. Check one to Kyle. First time up. Double into the right field corner. Adams loaded him up in the second. Couldn't score. Got a leadoff triple in the third. Couldn't score. Time to turn that around. Has really been laboring. He's thrown a ton of pitches.
He's had to throw a lot of pitches, and he's mixing in his changeup a lot tonight. Thought we'd see his curveball a little bit more, but he's really used his changeup, especially to the left-handed hitters in the lineup.
One and two. No shift against Kyle this time. Popped it up, playable. James Vitella calls everybody off. One out here in the fourth.
A lot of issues for the Angels and their starters. You can see the ERA over 5, 13th hits per 9 innings. Last, home runs allowed, 33 home runs allowed. That is the most. And innings pitched per start. We were talking about earlier in the game that they've had to go to the bullpen a lot.
13 consecutive games using 4 or more pitchers. 13 consecutive games that the starter doesn't go 6. Strike one to Seth Smith. Got hit by a pitch in a 2-2 offering back in the 2nd inning. Patella moves into short right field. It is a great start to the baseball season in Chicago. The White Sox improved to 24-12. They blast the Yankees at the stadium 7-1. Jimmy Rollins 2-run homer. Chris Sale gets the win. Complete. There was a complete game, allowing a run on 6 hits. The winning leader, win leader in big league baseball right now with 8. He is murder.
He is. He's really pitched well this year, and he's getting some run support. That helps.
That is a terrific start. 24-12. The Cubs, they won today 26-8. One, 2 to Seth. 2-2. Nathan Kearns gave up an RBI single to Daniel Nava. It's the only hit in the ball game that scored Mike Trout. He walked and stole second. 2-2. Smitty. 3-2 now. Mariners obviously will play the White Sox. We also play the Cubs this year, and Cubs will play the White Sox in interleague action in late July. Those will be some big games at the rate they're going. 3-2. And Seth Smith's aboard for the 2nd time, this time with a walk. It's the 2nd walk issued by Tropiano. 1 out, 1 on. Are you the ultimate Northwest fan in the state of Oregon? Then Root Sports is looking for you throughout the month of May. Submit a photo and a story on our website at rootsports.com/ultimate-fan. You could win a VIP trip for 2 to Seattle in September, personalized jersey, and more. It's all presented by Country Financial. For official rules, visit rootsports.com.
Dave, you mentioned the pitch count for Tropiano. 68 pitches so far, and he is really nibbling around the zone.
The other way, off the glove of Marte. That's off the bat of Adam Lind. Seth Smith will hold it second as Nava gets to the ball quickly. So the Mariners threaten again.
Adams going to hit a pitch off the plate away. See the hole on the left side. Just one player over there, Marte. They had the shift on. It was right off the end of his glove. So good to see Adam pick up a base hit. Seth Smith coming around second. Thought about going to third, but decided not to. Good hustling play by Nava to get over there, the left fielder. Mariners need a base hit. They're 0 for 5 runners in scoring position so far.
See if they can get this crowd of 34,579 fired up. 1 on, 1 out, 2 on. 1 out, 2 on here for Iannetta. Walked his first time. Makes it strike 1. To Chris. Breaking ball popped up this way, right at us. Boom.
It looked like you were getting ready to make the play, Dave.
It was soft. It had a little parabola to it. It was a soft. I had a chance to give with the catch, like a fair catch, right? Save. Boom. Tim Hevley got it. Oh, he dropped it. E. Hevley, E. official scorer. those screamers come out here. It's bail out.
Well, I was surprised. I was actually getting ready to move a little bit, but I saw that you were going to save the day. You were up out of the seat ready to make a play.
2 hands too.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, you know
since I wasn't moving.
Outside 1-2. Boy, Jose Mota, who does a great job in Angels broadcast, he wasn't kidding when he said this guy nibbles. This is
well, that's what we've seen tonight.
Man.
And with runners on base, he takes a lot of time in between pitches.
1-2. A lot of lateral movement on those pitches.
The next pitch will be 75 as he works here in the 4th inning.
That's a lot.
And just 1 out.
Got to cash it in here. 2-2. 2-men aboard. 1 out. Full count. He's walked 2 so far.
Martey waiting on deck. Mariners had the bases loaded in the 2nd inning. He ended up ending the inning by grounding out to 2nd.
Iannetta trying to get something done against his former team. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Takes it for ball 4. So Marte going to get a 2nd chance with the bases loaded.
2nd walk of the inning. They'll bring out Charles Nagy, the pitching coach. Nobody getting loose in the pen for the Angels. 76 pitches, 41 strikes. He's faced 17 batters, 11 first pitch strikes. Season high is 102 pitches.
All right, some updated numbers on action on Friday the 13th since '06. A lot of struggles for these clubs. Are you superstitious? I'm not.
No.
Pirates lost to the Cubs today. Now here's your opportunity again.
Yeah, 3 innings in a row for the Mariners. Just 1 out.
Piano deals to Martine and he fouls it off. Smith at 3rd. You got Lind at 2nd. Iannetta at 1st. Nobody wants a hit more than Martine does. He's going to get 2nd chance here. Bases loaded. Back-to-back at bats. Wait. He's got a piece. 0-2 hole. Martine 0 for 3. Bases loaded with 1 run batted in. .02 pitch. One and 2.
Trout, the center fielder, shading towards right. Good gap in left center field.
Tropiano steps off. He's lost his last 2 starts to Tampa Bay and at Milwaukee. 2-2 to Martine.
$80 pitches in the 4th.
That's unbelievable. Man.
Okie on deck, tripled his last time up.
Tropiano 2-0 here at Safeco Field with a 3.60 ERA, going 5 innings in both starts. Pitch foul back. Tough go for Mike Scioscia. Injuries on top of injuries and some bad performances. 2-2 here to Marte. Should be able to get the tie score as Trout makes the catch. Seth Smith hustles home. We got a new ball game at 1-1. And Marte picks up a run. Adam Lynn moves from second to third. 1-1 ball game. RBI for Martinez, 13.
Good at bat for Marte. Had to battle, was down 0-2 right away. Stays on a sinking fastball at 91 miles an hour. Almost some problems out in right center field, but Trout will make the catch.
Calhoun has a better arm by far. Lind moved over to third after tagging up. So runners at the corners. Nori Aoki tripled his last time to left center field on a fly ball that should have been caught, frankly. Then he made a very nice evasive move to avoid a dead duck situation at third. Marte missed the tag. Mariners couldn't score it. A 1 pitch. 0-2. Hole here for Nori. Blocked by Soto. It's remarkable. 4th inning to see this pitch volume.
85 total. 47 strikes.
1-2 pitch. It's foul.
He is tough. Tropiano making probably his best pitch to him so far. And Aoki's still able to spoil it on the corner at the knees.
Tremendous eye-hand coordination.
Yeah. And he really knows the strike zone too.
Yeah. 1-2. 2 out to run in. Runners at the corners. 1-1 game. One-two pitch. Fouled off. You're having a tough year. You got a legion of guys on the DL and the slowest worker on your staff.
And not getting deep into games. This will be the 30th pitch of this inning.
Late swing by Nori, and that'll do it for the Mariners. They pick up a run on 1 hit, no errors, leave 2. Tied ball game at 1-1. To 13th here in Seattle. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. It concerns that young man's brother, Todd. Todd Stottlemyre wins his 136th game, and his dad, Mel Sr., become the first father and son to combine for 300 wins. Mel Jr. went 0-1 in his big league career. Mike, as I remember, Todd Stottlemyre pitched angry all the time.
Very competitive. No question about it. He would pitch inside.
Good.
He'll let you know.
3/4, well, close to overhand, maybe.
A little more towards over the top.
Giovanni Soto.
Good fastball.
Yeah. 1-1 game. Strike on the inside corner to Soto. Struck out on a 1-2 pitch his first time. RBI single by Daniel Nava in the fourth. Accounted for the first hit and the first run. For the Angels, this one goes to right field. Seth Smith, no problem. One away. Bring up Johnny Giovatello, the second baseman, who grounded out to Marte at short. Mariners, the last 3 innings, left them loaded, left 1 on, and left 2 on. Grimes no-hit ball through the first 3 innings.
He's really thrown the ball well tonight. Picking up from his last start. He's given up just 1 hit.
4 strikeouts. Walked Calhoun to open up the ball game. Calhoun was subsequently thrown out trying to steal. 3rd out and 1st. Walked Trout, who stole 2nd and scored on a Nava base hit. Here to 5 hole, but Cano is waiting for it. 2 away. 2 down here in the 5th inning. Sign your little sluggers up for the new free Mariners Kids Club. It's powered by Junior Mariners. Membership includes newsletters and special offers. Plus, when you visit Safeco Field, kids get a wiffle ball, kids club badge, and more. So join the free Mariners Kids Club at mariners.com/kids. Play ball, everybody. There's Jeffrey Marte. Follow through, and right there. Didn't kick it. Cano was perfectly placed. Center field, Martine backs up. Can't get it. Bangs off the fence. Jeffrey Marte with a double in his Angels debut. Stung that one.
Nathan missed with the first pitch. It was a curveball, and I think he was guessing fastball, and he gets one in the middle of the plate. Talked about Martini. He likes to play shallow. That was on a line. Didn't have enough time to get back. Angels so far tonight 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Start of the game as a team hitting .240 in these situations. Brendan Ryan strikeout swinging his first time up.
Jeffrey Marte at second. We have 2 outs. Strike 1 to Brendan Ryan. Always been a good glove man. One to the former Mariner. Ground ball to Seager. Throws out Ryan, and that'll do it for the Angels here in the 5th. They strand a runner in this 1-1 ball game. Some happy kids from Kennewick here, part of the big crowd of almost 35,000 here at Safeco Field. It's Friday the 13th in a Moose. And some local dancers dancing to Michael Jackson's Thriller and doing a very nice job. Took a salsa class about 5 years ago. Stuck around after the season before we went back to the East Coast. I couldn't do that. Tell Marte leads off. You gotta try it sometime, Mike.
Salsa class?
Yeah, give it a shot. Surprise your wife one time.
I'll put it on the list.
I know it ain't gonna be at the top. Let's get to Marte.
Tropiano has really struggled in this game. He's been able to get out of trouble, but 90 pitches as he gets started here in the 5th inning. Mariners have had runners in scoring position in the last 3 innings and just picked up one of them so far, and that was on a sacrifice fly by Martey.
They threatened to bust it open and haven't done it yet. It's a taxed bullpen for the Angels.
Yeah, you never know. Mike Scioscia may have gone to Nick before the game and said, you're going to have to stay out there for a while. Give these guys a break.
2-2 to Marte. Marte, Cano, and Cruz. 2-3-4 coming up.
See the pitch counts. 34 in the 2nd, 30 in the 4th.
2-2. Swing. Miss. Marte gone. 2nd strikeout. In fact, consecutive strikeouts. Tropiano.
Able to get him on the breaking ball. Here's his curveball. Hasn't thrown it a lot tonight. Staying with his changeup.
He threw that hard too,
Yeah,
didn't he?
Marte will swing right over the top of it. 81 miles an hour.
That same arm action. Good looking pitch. Here's Cano. 0 for 2. Ground out and a pop up. First pitch. Jumped on it, but too soon. Trying to extend that hitting streak to 12 ball games. 0-1. Not going to happen here. Popped up. Ryan, wow. Well, that's when you get new guys.
I think Marte lost it. I think he had it for a second. It's that point of the evening, and I think it just disappeared on him.
CenturyLink, what's next? Tomorrow, we'll see who. Oh, Julie Chaucy will get the start against Sasashi Iwakuma. And for Iwakuma, looking for his 2nd win of the season, wants to knock that ERA down. It's at 4.19 right now. Twilight time here, tough, huh? With the new lights and everything.
Yeah, can be.
Nelson Cruz, a little late. Oh, he's twice grounded out to Brendan Ryan. Martine, a sac fly in the 4th for the Mariners run to tie it at 4-4. After Navo put the Angels in front with a base hit scoring Mike Trout. Well, boom goes the dynamite. You bet your last 3 years, Cruz leading the pack. Mike Trout, and we'll see Chris Davis next week in Baltimore. Orioles first place in the East. Deep drive right field. Got some carry. Giddy up. Gone. Boom. Stick baby. 2-1 Mariners. 7th home run for Nelly. His 20th RBI.
He is so strong. That is not a bad pitch at all. Probably off the outside corner, so it would have been a ball, and he goes the other way with it. Well back into the seats to right field.
1-1 pitch, drove it. Take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the ball game.
You see the location of this pitch off the plate. That's why you lead the way the last 3 years in home runs.
And like this. Seager drives a long one. Left center field. One hop the fence. Seager with a second double. First one was into the right field corner. Now to the left center field. This coming with 2 outs and a run in.
Kyle had an 11-game hitting streak. It was snapped on Wednesday, but off to a good start with a new one. Couple of base hits, both doubles as Dave mentioned.
2 doubles tonight gives him 9 on the season.
Another fastball, trying to keep the ball away. Kyle going with the pitch. That's a good sign for him.
That was a fine, fine swing.
I would say going to that toe tap has really worked out well for him. Angels will go into the shift with Seth Smith hitting. Seth was hit by a pitch, and then he walked and scored in the 4th inning. He's been on base a couple of times. Tropiano now at 100 pitches, working here in the 5th. Nobody throwing in the pen for the Angels. The season high is 102.
1-0 to Smitty. He said he hasn't been as productive in the last small window here. What have you seen in his swing?
I don't think his swing has changed. It's more of his timing for me. We talk about the shifts, and I think he's seeing a lot more off-speed pitches. Tendencies will roll over and ground out, but he was pretty hot at the start of the year. It'd be tough to keep up that pace. And another off-speed pitch there with the curveball.
Yeah, he had a stretch where he was carrying the ball club.
Yeah, Seth is a very good fastball hitter. He can hit anybody's fastball.
Two-out solo home run by Cruz. Seager a double. Seth Smith trying to bring him home. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Mariners. A run on 2 hits for the Angels. Seager will hold. 2-2.
4 pitches, all of them off-speed pitches. That last one a curveball. We haven't seen a fastball yet.
Saw that shot of Cruz. We were talking Cano last week. So that's why he's Nelly. Before we get here, he's already done his weight workout. Been in in the weight room, just banging them out. So strong. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Good inning nonetheless for the Mariners. They take the lead on a Nelson Cruz home run, his 7th, his 20th RBI. So he just mashes this pitch that was down and away, got it, and drove it out of here. 2-1 Seattle. Mariners baseball and Root Sports being brought to you by Money Tree. Proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By Jack in the Box. Taste the Baconlicious Sourdough Bacon Ranch Combo only at Jack in the Box. And by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. Is that a gorgeous night or what? Welcome to Seattle. Those of you watching all around, 2-1 Mariners. First place Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and a Root Sports crew. Nathan Carnes has the lead. He's got the top of the order. Cole Calhoun, the lead off. Popped it up. Seager's got to play. Foul territory, one out. Jose Alvarez heating up. Tropiano, a lot of pitches for 5 innings. Fortunate to be down 2-1. The Mariners have left 7 men on. Mariners with the win can pick up a full game on Texas. Rangers lost 5-0 at home to Toronto. R.A. Dickey with the win. Mike Trout lined out to right, walked, stole a base, and scored. Angels only run that was in the 4th. Houston won at Boston 7-6. Oakland 6-3 winners at Tampa Bay. One to Mike. Carnes with 4 strikeouts. He's walked 2. He's got Trout. Ball and 2 strikes. Albert Pujols on deck. One, 2. Two hits tonight given up by Nathan Carnes. Nava, a 2-out RBI single in the 4th. 5th inning, a 2-out double by Jeffrey Marte. 2-2 to Trout. Ooh, up and in. Look out, it's right.
That'll wake you up at 95 miles an hour. Fastball trying to get inside again. They want to pitch Mike Trout up in the zone. He's a low ball hitter.
Three and 2. Pitch to Trout. And walked him again. 3rd walk. Comes with 1 out here in the 6th. Brings up Albert Pujols, who's 0 for 2. Don't forget to stick around after the game. For Mariners postgame, it's presented by Delta Airlines.
Trout with a stolen base in the game. He now has 3 on the season.
Pujols last time up, a broken bat ground ball to Marte. 4th inning. First time up. Right center field. He flied out to Seth Smith.
He was 4th in the American League into hitting into double plays.
Words of wisdom from Chris Iannetta. Certainly knows about Pujols, having played with him the last 4 years. Albert 18th, tied for 18th all-time in career doubles with 585. 22nd all-time in runs batted in, 1,718. Next number will be Honus Wagner at 1,731. Through the hole, base hit. Runners at 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Here's a look at active home run hitters. Alex Rodriguez closing in on 700. Albert at 567. Big Papi's been on a tear this season. How about Adrian Beltre? 418, and Miguel Cabrera at 412.
Daniel Nava stepping in. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. The Angels in this game 1 for 3 runners in scoring position. Marte, the center fielder, shading towards right center. And that is where Nava ended up getting his base hit towards right center field.
Big swing and miss by Nava. Two to Nava. Went to Santa Clara University, cut as a walk-on, became the equipment manager his freshman year. In exchange to work out with the team, served as the equipment manager for 2 years as Nick Vincent gets ready quickly. Transferred to a community college. Became a college All-American. Transferred back to Santa Clara. Full scholarship and got to the big leagues when he was 27.
Saw Nick Vincent getting loose in the pen. His next pitch will be 80 for Nathan Carnes.
Trout at second, Pujols at first. A 1-2 count here to Daniel Nava. Strikeout and an RBI single. Carnes 1-2 here. Nori driven back towards the track and makes the catch. Trout tags, gets the third easily. 2 outs. Trout with premium speed. Nori does not have the big arm.
Take a look at the swing. It was on the changeup. Takes him all the way back to the warning track. What was interesting watching Trout is he was running to third. He was looking to see, one, how quickly he was going to get it in, and secondly, if it was accurate. When he saw that it was both, he had another speed to go to. Was able to slide in easily.
He's one of the top, easily one of the top 3-4 athletes in the entire game.
Yeah.
2 outs, runners at the corners. Mariners 2-1 lead. C.J. Cron 0 for 2. Couple of pop-ups. On and 0 to Cron. High fly ball right field for Seth Smith. He's got it. Nice job by Carnes to pitch out of a little bit of 2-out trouble with runners at the corner. Stranding 2. We go to the home 6. Mariners 2-1.
Navy brat, so I always kind of have a soft spot for the men and the women in our armed forces. It is the theme and hashtag Where I Root this time around, presented by Alaska Airlines. Nate from the Yucatan, a Spokane native and a Navy veteran. Go Mariners and go Navy. Also, we have got this one sent in by Tyler. I love this one. A World War II vet. He introduces us to Edna Boone, 104 years young, a Mariner fan since '77, cheering from Walla Walla. It is Where I Root. Use it on social media, presented by Alaska Airlines. Guys.
All right, Angie, thank you. New pitcher, Jose Alvarez.
18 appearances on the year, ERA just over 3, 14 strikeouts, 4 walks, 17 2/3. Opponents hitting .299. He's given up 1 home run. And he will get Adam Lynn. Lynn going to lead things off. So the bottom of the order, Lynn, Iannetta, and Martine due up. Angels have the shift on with Adam hitting. He had a base hit his last time up. Base hit to left field, 1 for 2.
Alvarez just turned 27.
Tropiano, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. They were earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. He threw 104 pitches, 62 strikes.
On to Adam Lynn. 1. Hard base hit off the third baseman's glove. Second time up. So he faces Jose Alvarez, who hails from Barcelona, Venezuela. It's foul ball. Bottom third of the order for the Mariners here in the 6th. They took the lead on a Nelson Cruz home run. 2-out solo blast in the 5th. His 7th of the year, his 20th run batted in. Extended his hitting streak to 3 ball games. He's DHing tonight. Alvarez came over from Detroit March of 2014. And the deal is he entices Lynn to weave at 1, strikes him out. They'll bring up Chris Iannetta. Alvarez with the Angels last year in 64 games, 4-3 with a 3.49 ERA.
Iannetta has walked his first 2 plate appearances.
Big smile when I thanked him today. Saw him in the clubhouse. My man, thanks for getting us out of here at 11. What's the longest one since we've been working? The White Sox game or the Jose Lopez game? It was 1 in 16. Jose Lopez won a game here on a Sunday in 16,
yep.
right?
I think it was 16. I think that was the longest.
That was, and then Seager hit that. Well, he hit the home run against the White Sox to tie.
That was 14, I believe.
With 14.
Good changeup from Alvarez.
That's where Iannetta hit the home run, game winner the other day in the 11th.
Mariners have done well in 1-run games as of late. They've won 7 in a row on the season, 8-5 in 1-run games, 7 wins in a row.
That's an outstanding foundation for a winning season. Win those Titans. 1-2. Nelson Cruz home run, 57 2-out runs batted in for the Mariners. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Iannetta. Puts it in play. Brendan Ryan, stop, throw, base hit. Great play by Brendan Ryan. Now, great play. Iannetta now 1 for 1 with 2 walks.
Play was going to be a routine base hit up the middle, but Brendan Ryan showing his range and is able to get rid of it quickly. He's one of the best at that. Iannetta ran hard the entire way. He'll pick up an infield hit.
I thought for sure that was going to get through.
Made a little bit easier. You could see on that replay the last hop bounced up in the air a little bit. Somebody dove for it. It's a little bit easier to get to it.
Ryan just coming over to the Angels this week. Signed on Tuesday. Got him a cash deal from the Washington Nationals. He's at their AAA Syracuse ball club. Here's Landis Marte. A little late. Marte ran out with the bases loaded in the second. Got a reprieve in the fourth. Bases loaded again with 1 out, and he delivered a sacrifice fly to get the Mariners on the board. Jose Alvarez on in relief of Nick Trupiano. Bouncing ball through the hole, base hit for Martin with a 1-out knock here, and the Mariners have a couple of men aboard. Good sign as we get back to the top of the order. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. See what Nori can come up with here so far tonight. 1 for 3, fly to left. A triple to left center field on a I got it, no you got it operation out there. Nava and Trout had dropped in, and then a strikeout in the fourth.
And they really need somebody to come up with a base hit. Runners in scoring position. 0 for 7 tonight. Previous 6 games, Dave, I got good news for you. The Mariners 4-2 in those games, including a sweep of the Rays. The bad news, including tonight, with those 6 games, they are 5 for their last 42. That's a 119 batting average.
Man, oh man.
So they're winning games, but having a tough time in these situations. A good count now for Aoki.
2-0, get Marte on deck. One pitch away from loading him up for the 3rd time tonight.
And I would assume Aoki will take this next fastball.
1 out, runners at first and second. And indeed, Marte's going to have him loaded. 1 out.
This is loaded again for the Mariners.
Man, oh man.
3rd time. 3rd inning with the bases loaded for him.
Need a little, not little, need a big cha-ching right here. Tell Marte.
For his first grand slam.
Why not?
Marte hitting .283 as a right-handed hitter.
Hit a 3-run homer on Monday night. Line drive, right center field, get out, ball, it does. Here comes Iannetta, right behind him is Martin. They're waving on Aoki. Here's a throw to the plate, safe, and a 3-run triple for Ketel Marte, the burgeoning star shortstop. 5-1 Seattle.
There's the hit we were looking for. Angel outfielders all playing shallow. And we've talked about it, Dave. I think Marte has more pop hitting from the right-handed side. We'll take a look at this swing.
All right, Jimmy John's delivery of the game. Yeah, the pop is definitely better from the right side, no question about it.
He splits the gap. Calhoun, a diving effort. Once it was past him, everybody was running. Tell you what, it was a lot of fun to watch Marte get around the bases too.
I'm telling you,
he was flying.
Boy, what a week! 3-run homer on Monday and a 3-run triple here.
Still just 1 out. Angels have their infield in. Let's take a look at him running around the bases. Stand-up triple.
Nice.
I love the enthusiasm he shows too.
Absolutely.
22 years old, he is having fun.
Cano could put another exclamation point to this big 6th inning. 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
Four hits in the inning for the Mariners.
Second triple of the season for Marte, ties in with Seager and Aoki for the team lead. 1-1 to Robbie. Twice this week. Marte has just electrified this place. Just a puppy. Cano gets time. Drawn in infield, one out. Good runner at third. Cano with a 1-2 count. Struck him out. Second K for Alvarez. 2 away. We'll bring up Nelson Cruz, 1 for 3, 2 ground outs short, and a home run last time up.
And they're going to put him on. Go with the lefty-lefty matchup with Kyle Seager, who's waiting on deck. Kyle's having a good night. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles. They'll put Cruz on.
The immortal words of Chris Rock. I can understand. Chance for Seager to aid and abet the cause of Nathan Carnes. Now has a 5-1 lead. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Mariners. A run on 3 hits for the Angels. So you want to get to me, huh? Join us for Fireworks Night, presented by Root Sports, and moving 92.5 on Friday, May 27th. Soundtrack for the Pyrotechnics will consist of one-of-a-kind Mariners music mix featuring some of the most memorable songs heard at the Kingdom and Safeco Field. Get tickets at mariners.com. Fireworks always a big hit here. See if the Mariners can get another big hit from Kyle Seager. 2 doubles tonight, 2 for 3. Double to right into the right field corner, and 1 to left center field. Marte at third, Cruz at first. 3 runs up on the board here in the 6th inning. Nava will put this away, but a great inning for the Mariners. They get 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, leave 2. 6 complete here at Safeco Field. Mariners 5, Angels 1. good night for Nathan Carnes. Through 6, he struck out 4, walked 3. But he has held the Angels at bay, and then some support here the last 3 innings, even though the Mariners have still left a couple of platoons on base tonight, but they've got a 5-1 lead for him.
He's had a good fastball tonight, topping out at 95 miles an hour. Good curveball again. It seems he always has the good curveball. He's mixing in his changeup.
First batter here in the 7th, Giovanni Soto, followed by Johnny Giavotella and Jeffrey Marte. Soto tonight, strikeout, a fly to right. Pulled foul past Ron Renicky, the third base coach, former manager of the Milwaukee Brewers. Marte can't get it, goes under his glove. Aoki will get it back in. Leadoff single here in the 7th inning. Right to the game stress-free from Sound Transit's new Link Light rail stations. Capitol Hill and the UW are now open. Plan your trip at soundtransit.org. Here's Giavotella. Going out to short, ground out to second. Breaking ball hit through the hole, base hit. He hung that one, didn't he?
Both last 2 base hits, the one to Soto and now that one, both of them on the curveball in the middle of the plate. Take a look at it, 82 miles an hour. Just trying to steal a strike from the Angels. Being aggressive in this inning, and Mel Stottlemyre will make a trip out to the mound. Like Nick Vincent getting loose again in the pen. He was up earlier in the ball game.
First multi-hit inning for the Angels.
There's Nick.
Part of the bullpen that has just been outstanding to this point.
Nuno has joined him. Yeah, they've really pitched well. It's been a real strength of this club, even through the injuries that they've had to deal with. Not having Charlie all year, Benoit going on the disabled list, Tony Zick on the DL.
There's 2 men have reached via base hits to left. Jeffrey Marte doubled over Martine's head in center field his last time up.
Martine playing a couple steps deeper this time.
Just called up today from AAA Salt Lake City. 225 hitter there, 33 games, 7 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 15 runs batted in. Pitch, 1-1.
The Angels tonight 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. I think Carnes would like to get a double play ball right now.
One pitch. Fouled it off. Carnes now lives in the Dallas area. Born and raised in Franklin, Pennsylvania, not too far from Erie. Moved around with his father, who was in the service. And that pitch, ball 2-2. Soto at second, Tottenham Cano. Giavotella at first. Nobody out. Full count.
And you can see Nathan not happy after all those curveballs he had him set up for the fastball. Unfortunately, he missed the strike zone with it.
He's a big pitch here, 3-2. Takes Seager right to the bat. Oh, off the glove, and it's going to be a foul ball. Okay. Two other games still in progress. Giants 3-1 at Arizona, bottom 9. Cardinals losing at the Dodgers 8-4, top 7.
Another curveball that he's going to hit right off his foot.
They do it again. 3-2. Struck him out. Beautiful pitch. Strikeout number 5 for Nathan Karns, his first since back in the 3rd inning when he got Ryan to strike out in that frame.
Really good curveball. This one has some tremendous bite to it. 12-6 curve as he swings over the top.
And they're going to pinch hit for Brendan Ryan.
Rosario Petit. And a pinch hit. Brendan Ryan, his night's done 0 for 2.
Brings up Petit. And had so much movement as he's just arriving from AAA Salt Lake as well. First appearance, Angels debut. 327, 3 doubles, 3 RBIs in 17 games for the Salt Lake City Bees.
Yeah, you said something to me before the game, Dave, that we haven't had to talk about in a long time with the Angels as we were filling out our scorebook. You said, who are these guys?
Really?
Well, I think it applies. So many changes because of all the guys on the disabled list.
Right. Thank you, Butch and Sundance. Craig Gentry, Andrew Heaney, Garrett Richards, Cliff Pennington, Andrelton Simmons, Houston Street, C.J. Wilson, all on the DL. Gets it by a diving Seager. They'll hold the runners at 3rd. Bases are loaded for the Angels. Gregorio Petit comes up big. 3 singles to left in this inning.
Looks like it's on the breaking ball again, and with that base hit, that'll probably do it for Karns. You have Scott Service on his way out of the dugout.
Well, he gets into the 7th. Goes 6 1/3. He's going to leave with the lead. Nice game by Nathan Karns, getting attaboys from the infielders. Fine job. The Mariners can hold this lead to pick up his 4th victory. 5-1 Mariners here in the 7th. Back after this timeout. loaded triple. Hey, make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag #RootFanFave. Watch the Mariners pregame show every Sunday to find out top 5 fan favorite plays of the week. Plus, each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light refrigerator just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. What a week it's been for Marte. A 3-run triple tonight, 3-run homer on Monday night. New pitcher for the Mariners is veteran left-hander Vidal Nuno.
For Nuno, he's probably coming on to face one hitter, and that is the leadoff hitter Calhoun. After that, you have Trout and Pujols. So Vincent continues to throw in the pen, but overall a 1.74 ERA and 10 1/3, 13 strikeouts. Good numbers for Nuno. 1 walk, only sitting 262 against him.
Calhoun representing the tying run here. Big spot. Here's a drive right field to Seth Smith. Makes the catch. Tagging at third is Soto. He scores. Moving from second to third is Giavotella. 1 pitch, 1 out, and a run in. 5-2. RBI for Calhoun, his 17th. And the second sacrifice fly of the season. 1 pitch, and here comes Scott Service again. It's a right-hander to face Mike Trout, the next hitter. With runners at the corners, it'll be Nick Vincent. 5-2 Mariners. Great look at our wonderful skyline here in Seattle. Hey, taking a game like never before when you and your 4-legged friend join us at the Bark in the Park night on Tuesday, May 24th to pick up a seat for both you and your dog, a Mariners leash. Let's take a trip around the bases post-game. Details at mariners.com/bark. Bring the pooch to the park. Yes, indeed. Pen loaded tonight as they watch Nick Vincent, the third Mariner pitcher.
2-1 record, a 1.84 ERA, 18 strikeouts, only 2 walks in 14 2/3. Opponents hitting 160. We're going to get Mike Trout, and Trout is going to see a fastball anywhere from 88 to 91 miles an hour. He will sink it, also throw a cutter, mix in a slider.
Trout tonight 0 for 1, lined out to right in the first inning, walked and stole a base and scored in the 4th, walked in the 6th. Runners at the corners. A run in on the sacrifice fly by Cole Calhoun. Trout 0 for 1 against Nick Vincent. Big spot for Nick. Pujols on deck. 2 down here in the 7th, 2 on. This pitch strike. Ready with the 0-1, outfield straightaway and deep.
Right about that. You can't get much deeper than they are. They're all right in front of the warning track. It's about as deep as we've seen Martine all year.
I was going to say, he needs to send in a smoke signal if he has to. Man, oh man. Well, with Trout's power, it's warranted. 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes.
And in this situation, he's the tying run, so you want to try to hold him to a single if you can. And if he happens to get a base hit, take the double away from him.
Trout, the 6th man to the plate here in the 7th inning. Boy, you want to stop this rally right here. Mariners got a bases loaded triple from Marte. Get a little breathing room in the 6th. 1-2 to Trout. Vincent deals. Missed. 2-2. Scott Service and the boys enjoyed yesterday off, as did we. Back at it today. Trying to go 4-0 in this homestand. 2-2 pitch. That'll keep him in the yard, but long run for Smitty coming in. Look out! And he can't make the play. Here's a throw home. Runner at third. I had to slam on the brakes. Because they were so deep, he couldn't have placed it any better.
No, you're right.
Trout ends up at second. Scoring on the play, Giavotella. Teat gets the third.
Pretty good pitch. Pops him up. He jams him. I wonder if Robinson Cano ended up kicking him when he was trying to make that catch, because he stayed on the ground for a little bit. Oh, it looks like he's fine.
The runners at second and third, and Pujols representing the go-ahead run here. Here's where those runners left on base come back to haunt you. Runners left them loaded in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. Pujols, the 7th man to the plate here in the 7th inning. Trout with exceptional speed at second base. Tying run, 0-1. 0-2 here to Albert. It's 1 for 3. Wide out to right center. Grounded out to short, single to left. Nathan Kearns left with the lead. Vincent trying to keep him in line to win a ball game here. The 0-2 to Pujols. Struck him out. 3 pitches. Beautifully done by Nick Vincent. Keeps the Mariners in front. Angels add 2 on 4 hits. Leave 2. Mariners lead 5-3. The Lottery mobile app this break in the action would be the perfect time to check your winning numbers. Play today. Good look at the big wheel. Here in Seattle with the Mariners lead 5-3 over the Angels. Mariners going for their 4th consecutive win. And how about this pitch by Nick Vincent to get Pujols?
Big time pitch. Fastball and just throw it right by him. Able to get ahead in the count quickly and use his fastball.
That closes the book on Karn. 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs all earned, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Greg Molly's the new pitcher for the Angels.
14 appearances, a 1-0 record, 3.18 ERA, only 11 1/3, 8 strikeouts, 7 walks. He can get wild. Opponents hitting .231. He's yet to give up a home run, and he's going to face a pinch hitter. It'll be Franklin Gutierrez pinch hitting for Seth Smith.
Always good to see Goody come off the bench. A good run. 3 for 6, 2 runs batted in. As a pinch hitter so far this season. This will be his 21st ball game. Strike one. Three Mariners. They've scored in each of the last 3 innings. Big blow. It's a 6th inning. Bases clearing triple by Ketel Marte.
We're mentioning all the runners left on base. The Mariners tonight 1 for 10 runners in scoring position, and that was the big base hit by Marte to clear them.
One and two. Shot a couple steps towards right for Goody. And he looks at a called 3rd strike. 1 out here in the 7th inning. Hey, Mariner fans. 4 dealers in the Pacific Northwest are helping local community food banks by hosting a peanut butter drive to make sure no child goes hungry this summer. Visit your local Ford store today to donate unopened jars of peanut butter. For more info on how to donate, visit www.fordfeedskids.org. Buzz in the crowd. Why? Everybody say Dale, Dale, Dale Lee. Dale Lee is going to pinch hit for Adam Lind. 1 for 7. Pinch hitter.
And with Scott Service using Gutierrez and Lee, that leaves Clevenger, the backup catcher, on the bench, and Sardinius.
To Daeho Lee. His game-winning homer against Texas to end the first homestand has really launched the Mariners. Oh, right back through the box. A screamer. Molly throws. Got him. Nice play. What a bullet. Put that in the memory bank not to go there again.
Right back at him. Fastball away.
Glove hand protected his bare hand.
And it looked as if he wasn't able to knock it down. It would have been right at the second baseman, Giavotella. I'm saying he's okay. Pretty good play once he chased it down. The middle infielder.
Yeah, well done. Jaldis Chacin will go against Sashi Iwakuma tomorrow. Kuma will they'll be looking for win number 2 on the season. Quick 2 outs here in the 7th. Mariners up by 2. There's Justine. Sideburn there in the hoodie. There he is. Iannetta looks at ball 1. Chris, a couple of walks. And then an infield hit.
And he had a pretty good swing at that fastball. 89 miles an hour out over the plate. Similar to the location of the pitch that he hit out on Wednesday. Game winner in the 11th inning.
Well stroked left field, got carried. Gone! Line drive out of here. Chris Iannetta with his 4th home run. Man, what a screamer that was. Mariners get a little padding here. 6-3 Seattle. Dialed in against his former team. That'll bring a big smile, you bet. Take a look at the Big Fish Casino big catch. Mike, he hit this really hard.
And it's on a breaking ball, 82 miles an hour. It is in the middle of the plate, but he lines it into the bullpen.
Nava barely had time to react. Back-to-back ball games with home runs. Good for him. Felix is going all blonde up top. Popped up. Giaffitello, the second baseman, 2-hand catch. Martine retired. Mariners are done in the 7th, but a highlight line drive home run by Chris Iannetta makes it 6-3 Mariners. Big Fish Casino big catch. Revisit Chris Iannetta. Look at that. That is an unleashing there. Comes right in there, and our cameraman out there. Open. Look out.
And got out there in a hurry.
Didn't it?
Almost looked at knuckled a little bit too at the end of it. So back-to-back games with home runs for Iannetta.
New pitcher for the Mariners, the former Angel Joel Peralta.
This will be his 17th appearance on the year. 1-0 record, 2.5 ERA, 20 strikeouts and 14 and a third. Opponents hitting 160. Fastball, slider, split. Gutierrez will stay in the game in right field. Came on as a pinch hitter for Smith. And Dae-Ho Lee remains in the game at first.
4, 5, and 6 in the order against Peralta. Daniel Nava to lead off. Drove in the first run for the Angels back in the fourth. Forty-year-old Joel Peralta against Daniel Nava. 1-0. Peralta got to the big leagues in 2005 at age 29 with the Angels. Went 1-0 in 28 games, a 3.89 ERA. 3-0. Since that time, Joel's been with Kansas City, Colorado, Washington, Tampa Bay, Dodgers, and now the Mariners. Looking to post a 0 here after the Mariners scored for their 4th consecutive inning on the home run by Chris Iannetta. First strike of the night for Joel. Nava strikeout in the second, RBI single in the fourth, and sent Aoki to the track in the sixth. Popped up, it's out of play. 3-2. Play Saturday and Sunday games against these Angels. Joe Smith, the veteran right-hander, heating up.
Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen.
Mariners will use Monday as a travel day. Go to Baltimore for 3, Cincinnati for 3, and come right back here on the 23rd. His homestand against Oakland, Minnesota, and San Diego. 3-2 here to Nava. Struck him out. Nice start for Peralta. A nice comeback. He was behind 3-0 and comes back with a K. 1 out.
He had to get it done the hard way, but he comes back. 3-2. Fastball right at the top of the strike zone. 91 miles an hour.
One out here in the 8th. Second time Nava's K'd this evening. And bring up C.J. Cron, who's 0 for 3. Popped the first short and flat out the right.
And looking at the situation of the game tonight, yesterday's day off came at the right time.
Yes,
Steve Cishek was not available on Wednesday.
That's right.
And so he's had a couple of days off, so he should be good to go.
Last out, and had to go 2 innings. 1-0 to Cron. Always going to have to work from behind again. 2-0. One other game still in progress. Dodgers 8-4, top 9 in LA against the Cardinals. 2-1. Giants game went final a few minutes ago. Giants 3-1 at Arizona. So Marte picks up his 5th win. He's 5-2 with a 2.88. As far as the American League West goes, Texas lost 5-0 at home to Toronto. Houston won at Boston 7-6. Oakland won at Tampa Bay 6-3. Fly ball driving Goody back on that track, and that ball's gone. C.J. Cron, his 3rd home run, 12th run batted in, got a 6-4 ball game. 2-1 pitch. Kind of an off-speed pitch up to the outside corner. He gave it a long ride
Pitch curveball, left it up, belt high out over the plate. 79 miles an hour.
A strikeout and a home run here in the 8th. 6-4 score. Giovanni Soto 1 for 3. 7th inning single to left, scored on the sacrifice fly by Cole Calhoun. Strike 1. A 1 pitch. Fastball at 91 for a strike. 0-2. Playing up the middle here against Soto. Marte stays with it. Good throw to Dae-Ho Lee, out number 2. Gonna bring up Johnny Giovitello. 1 for 3. 7th inning single to left. Scored on the Mike Trout double. Line drive in the corner. That'll be extra bases for Giovitello. Nori gets it back in. 2 hits tonight for Johnny. 2 for 4. His 3rd double.
I'll bring up Marte. Marte 1 for 3 with the double. If you take a look, first pitch fastball, middle of the plate. He'll drive it down into the corner for the double.
Bring up Marte. Struck out looking, doubled over the head of center fielder Martin, and struck out in the 7th. He represents the tying run. Strike 1.
Pretty good breaking ball, well located breaking ball. The Angels tonight 2 for 8 runners in scoring position.
All ready. Here comes the 0-1 to Marte. Strike 2. Angels first 6 innings, no runs, 3 hits. Last inning and 2/3, 4 runs on 6 hits. Right now, advantage Peralta 0-2.
Good idea. Hit 0-2. Just try to expand the zone. Get him to chase something off the plate. Come back either with the breaking ball in the outside corner or throw him a split here.
Key out here. 1-2 to Marte. Pitch from Peralta. Get him to bite.
Off speed pitch.
Outfield deep again. Especially Martin after that double went over his head. Another key pitch here from Peralta. 2-2. Seager can't get it into the corner. We got a one-run ball game here as Marte, an RBI double. Not a good inning here for Peralta. Angels just keep nipping away.
Third extra base hit in the inning for the Angels. The home run and now back-to-back doubles. 83 miles an hour out in front of it just a little bit. You can see him goes down to that knee and drives it again into the corner, similar to the double by Giavotella as he comes around third to score. Now Stottlemyre making a trip out to the mound, having a conversation with Peralta.
Rocky inning, strikeout homer, ground out double, RBI double.
Cishek starting to get loose.
Sixth man to the plate. Gregorio Petit. One-run game, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Mariners. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Angels. Mariners have left 9. Oof. 9 men left by the Mariners. 6 so far by the Angels. Petit, single to left. A little squibber, Dae-Ho Lee. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the Mariners will go to the home 8, still leading. But the gap has been closed at 6-5. Coming up for the Mariners, top of the order, Aoki, Marte, and Cano.
As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Right now it's time for greater coverage of baseball, brought to you by T-Mobile. After the Mariners wrap up this homestand, they'll head out on the road. They'll face Baltimore and the Cincinnati Reds. Baltimore, by the way, lost tonight 1-0. Adam Jones, the former Mariner, ends up proving to be the difference. He hit a home run tonight. So far they have got 50 home runs. That leads the American League. As for the Cincinnati Reds, right now they are trailing the Dodgers this evening. They've got 37, not too bad, and they'll be facing the Mariners May 20th through the 22nd. Guys, right now there's 7 games under 500. Back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you. See, Jake Crone did some damage, a home run in the 8th, and then an RBI double by Jeffrey Marte has closed the gap to 6-5 here. Bottom of the 8th, Mariners could use some. Pick any name of your insurance company. They could use some fill in the blank runs.
16 appearances for the veteran Joe Smith, a 4.24 ERA, 17 innings, 9 strikeouts. Not a hard thrower. Sidearmer, going to try to keep the ball on the ground. Opponent's hitting 270s, giving up 2 home runs. Top of the order for the Mariners, Aoki going to start things off. He's been on base a couple of times. 2 hits, a triple and a single. He's also scored a run. 2 for 4.
Could use some action here. He's able to hold that swing. 2-0 as they check down at third base umpire field in Culver. Second meeting of the season. Mariners and the Angels. Mariners took 2 out of 3 back in April in Anaheim. 2-0. Make it 3-0. And ball 4 to Nora. He's on again. So that's 1, 2, 3 times he has been on. And what a week it's been for Ketel Marte. Take it back to Monday against Tampa Bay.
On the first pitch.
Night.
Yeah, gets a fastball and drives it into the seats.
That was when we thought everybody thought he was going to bunt. And this one, Calhoun can't make the catch and 3 runs score. And like you said, watching him run, treat. It is a treat. In at third is Marte. Here we go. Jeffrey Marte in at third. Ketel Marte at the plate. Mariners involved in yet another 1-run game. They've won their last 7 1-run affairs. To Ketel. In the season, Mariners 8-5 in 1-run games. Marte 0 for 1 against Joe Smith. Two balls, no strikes. Joe is yet to throw a strike. Giovanni Soto going out the top to him.
He made a lot of trips out to the mound tonight.
Kyle Seager bobblehead night tomorrow night. A CenturyLink brings you what's next. Jhoulys Chacin coming over from the Braves gets a start against Sashi Iwakuma, looking for win number 2. Right now the Mariners get a parade of hits here, get a bigger cushion. Up by 1. 2-0 count. 3-0. Mariners have had him loaded 3 times here tonight.
A little bit surprised to see him throw a 2-0 breaking ball to Marte.
The strike. Room out there. 3-1. Murray with a dive back safely. Three-one pitch. Nori got a big jump. Ball slashed the other way. Foul. Man, did he get a jump. Whew.
He had probably 2 steps towards second base before Smith started his way home. Take another look at it. What a jump.
Three and 2. Oh, just got back.
Well, he was definitely leaning.
Three and 2. Time call. By the way, tomorrow in that start for the Mariners, Iwakuma 8-3 overall against the Angels at 2.67. He's 6-1 with a 1.71 here at Safeco Field. 3-2 pitch. Ooh, wow! He just got in there. Oh man!
He's getting out there and he's leaning every time. And in this count right here at 3-2, it looks like he's going to run, which is fine. But you need to make sure that the ball goes to home. Marte is not a guy that strikes out a lot. He's basically thinking he's going to put it in play, and that was close.
Three and two. Nori Aoki at first base. Nobody out. Going again. We'll take a look at it. Sosha consulting with his video man.
Again, Nori making this difficult over at first. He's going to run on the pitch. I understand that. Try to stay out of the double play. You have Marte at the plate. I think he's safe. You can see him leaning. Basically, by trying to get such a big lead in the jump, he's just trying to protect against Marte taking a called third strike. He'll either put it in play or it'll be ball four. Here's another look at it. Leaning again, and the throw is right on his back.
I think that hand just got in. First base umpire Nick Lentz. Scoring started when the Angels got on the board in the fourth inning. An RBI by Daniel Nava. Mariners tied it in the home fourth. Sacrifice fly by Linus Martey. It was the second time the Mariners had loaded the bases. Fifth inning. Home run for Nelson Cruz with 2 outs. And he is safe. That's why the fans are cheering. Cruz put him ahead 2-1. Marte in the sixth, a 3-run triple made it 5-1. Angels come back with 2 in the seventh. RBIs by Calhoun and Trout. Mariners answer in the seventh. Home run by Iannetta, then 2 in the top of the eighth. Home run Crone and an RBI double by Jeffrey Marte. So now it's a 1-run game. 3-2 pitch. Runner goes, and the ball's popped up. Long run for Nava, the left fielder, in fair territory. There's one away. Time of that last review was 1:30. Brings up Robinson Cano. He's not had a good night. Grounded out the third, fouled out the third, popped to short, and struck out. 11-game hitting streak on the line. If tonight's 0 for 4, he's 22 for his last 53. See if he can hit one hard here somewhere, find a gap. Cano 2 for 7 against Joe Smith. Pitch. That's hit well. Trout has a bean on it. Not gonna get it. Base of the wall. Nori missed second. And he has to go back, and Cano will try to end the second base with a double.
They catch a break. That ball hitting right underneath the padding. Trout was watching it. thinking it was going to bounce back to him. And Nori, watching the play unfold in front of him, missed the base.
Oh, my goodness. He did hit it hard. Got your money's worth right here. Hit it straight at 12.
And then here's Nori watching the play, He just stepped right over the bag. At least he went back and tagged, because you could see the umpire was standing right there watching it. I think he scores on that.
No question. No question. One swing gets you 3.
Infield in for the Angels.
Cruz 1 for 13 against Joe Smith. Good time for turnaround. We hold. Nope. Nick Lentz said he did commit. Strike 1. Cruz 2 ground outs is short. 7th home run, 20th RBI, and an intentional walk.
And we'll take a look at the swing, and I think he went a little bit too far as a slider off the plate away.
Oh, 1 pitch here to Nelly.
Another one.
Swing and a miss. Joe Smith special 0-2. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Mariners. 5 runs, 10 hits for the Angels. Mariners threatening here, 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Cleanup man. 0-2 hole. The 0-2. Didn't bite. One and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Does he stay out there, or is he going to come inside here?
I think you stay away from him.
Even though he's already seen him leave the yard going opposite field as Seager gets ready. He's had a good night with 2 doubles. 2-2 to Nelly. Oh.
That was not a strike. Stayed away from him.
That's a tough one there.
We'll take a look at it. Trying to hit the outside corner. He gets the call. We'll see if they want to pitch to Kyle Seager or not. Yeah, Gutierrez, who came on as a pinch hitter for Smith earlier in the ball game. You take another look. Kyle having a good night.
Seager 1 for 4 against Joe Smith. We'll put him on.
Mariners tonight 1 for 11 runners in scoring position. They've had base runners all over the place.
Gads. And this will load him up for the 4th time, Mike.
Good opportunity for Franklin Gutierrez.
Cushion would be nice. Give Mr. Seashack a little margin of error when he comes in for the top of the 9th. Mariners with a couple of men out. 2nd at bat for Goody. Pinch hit for Seth Smith in the 7th, and on a 1-2 pitch took a called 3rd strike. Damage opportunity here for Goody. A little late. 2 career grand slams. He is 1 for 3 against Joe Smith. Fourth time tonight the Mariners have had him loaded. Strike 2. One time they converted, it was in the 6th. Marte cleared the bases with a triple to right field. Calhoun made a diving effort, came up empty. Goody's got a battle here, 0-2. comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside, 1-2. He's got service open for a big hit. 1-2. Dribbled foul. I'll make that top of the ninth. It'll be the top of the order for the Angels. Calhoun, Trout, Pujols.
With Cruz and now Gutierrez just staying with the sweeping slider.
One out, and Aoki at first. Cano double to the base of the fence in center field. Aoki missed second. 1-2. Backhand. They go short way. Inning is over. And again, 3 more guys left on. Cishek's got to protect a 1-run lead when we come back.
Welcome back. We're headed to the 9th inning. You know, since 2006, the Angels and the Mariners are the worst on this day. Friday the 13th, both of them 1-8 on this day. Coming up on Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines, we're going to take a look at the outings of the 2 starters in this matchup. Tomorrow is Kyle Seager bobblehead night. What does his son Cruz think about the keepsake? We'll find out. And we'll get you inside the clubhouse to hear from the skipper and the players. All that and more coming up on Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. Guys.
Angie, thank you. Win or lose, Scott Service will be shaking his head after 12 LOBs, 4 times, loading the bases only once with the cha-ching.
Yeah, 1 for 12. Steve Cishek going to take over for the Mariners, try to lock this thing down. 16 appearances, 11 for 12 in save opportunities, ERA under 1, 22 strikeouts, and 18 1/3 opponents hitting 154.
3 dangerous hitters. Colt Calhoun will start it off. Foul ball. Calhoun, Trout, Pujols. Calhoun 0 for 1 against Steve. Outfield deep. 0-1 to Calhoun. He's got 2 home runs. Drove in a run earlier tonight. He's got 17 runs batted in. One. Difference in the game right now. Chris Iannetta, 7th inning solo home run. Hit on the button through the hole. Base hit. Tying runs aboard. First hit tonight for Calhoun.
It's on the slider. Steve was able to keep it down in the zone. Actually, the changeup right there, down in the zone. It looked like Calhoun hit it right off the end of the bat.
Brings up Mike Trout. RBI double to right in the 7th. Walked twice. Stolen base. Run scored. Strike one. Trout's got a walk against Sushek. Almost hitting. Cruz with a home run tonight. Iannetta with a home run. 3-run triple by Marte. Sac fly by Martine, accounting for the Mariner runs. Slow roller. Seager cut it off. They get the lead run. That's it. Trout runs really well. That's a big out. Now you got to worry about Trout on the base paths.
Yeah, it's good play by Kyle. Ranging to his left. Gets the lead runner.
Up Albert Pujols. Albert 1 for 1 against Sushek. Albert tonight flied out to right center, grounded out to short, single to left and struck out. 1 for 4. Right one. Pujols.
Pujols has grounded into 7 double plays this year. It's 4th most in the American League.
Garner infield double play depth. 1-1 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes. What's Steve coming back with here?
I think right now he can throw his slider ahead 1-2. He can throw his slider off the plate away to see if he'll chase it. Or if he reaches for it and ends up putting it in play, it'll probably be a ground ball.
1-2.
Set away.
Here we go.
There's the breaking ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All the outfielders playing deep in front of the warning track.
2-2. Trout at first. 1-run lead for the Mariners' top 9. Pitch from Sushek. The other way, a wide open hole. Trout digging for second. He'll hold there. So the tying run at second. The go-ahead run at first. They gave him the hole and he took it. Albert Pujols.
Well, that was a little bit of a mistake. He threw him the fastball and he elevates it. Typically, Steve is down in the zone. Elevated fastball out over the plate.
Shane Robinson's going to run for Pujols. An authentic jam here in the 9th now. 1 out, runners at first and second, protecting a 1-run lead. Nava is the hitter. Angels scuffling. They've lost 6 consecutive games, 8 of 10. Mariners, the flip side, are rolling They've won 3 consecutive games in 16 of their last 21. Need a double play. Ball 1. From Cishek. 2-0. Daniel Nava has the advantage right now. 2-0, 2 on, 1 out. Pitch. 3-0.
Real sharp tonight. 14 pitches, 7 strikes. C.J. Cron waiting on deck. He homered in his last at bat out to right field.
Steve needs a battle back here. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Mariners, 5 runs, 12 hits for the Angels. 2 of them here in the 9th. 3-0. Walked him, wasn't close.
And Mel Stottlemyre making a trip out to the mound. For Steve Cishek, because he has the good sinker, he can still get a double play and get out of this inning. But he's going to have to get the ball down in the zone and on the plate, missing with all 4 pitches to Nava.
This Cron has done in his career. That's a lot of damage. Crowd urging on Cishek. What a spot. Bases loaded, protecting a 1-run lead. And there's a little dump shot. Are you kidding me? It's in there. Trout scores. Right behind him is Robinson, and the Angels have a 7-5 lead. Two-run dunk shot.
They're right on the inside corner, and it jams him. But it finds the outfield grass and drives in a couple of runs. Still just 1 out.
You bet. And again, that number, a haunting number on your scorecard for the Mariners. They've left 12 men on tonight. He likes that. Nava moves to second. There's Soto. Sweeping breaking ball, couldn't catch up. 6-man to the plate here. Looking ahead, the Mariners have the bottom third of their order. Lee, Iannetta, and Marte. Foul back.
I mentioned the offensive numbers. If you take a look at Salas getting loose in the pen for the Angels, but the bullpen, which has been so good, has struggled tonight. 2 runs in the 7th, 2 more in the 8th, and now 2 here in the 9th.
C.J. Cron has driven in 3 runs this evening. 0-2 pitch. Smack the center right at Martine for out number 2. Brings up Givitella. 2 on, 2 out. Johnny tonight, last 2 times up, single to left, double to left. 2 for 4, scored 2 runs. Thirteen hits banged out by the Angels. 0-1. Peralta gave up a home run and an RBI double in the 8th. A 2-run single is bit Cishek. That will foul back. After 6 innings, Mariners had a 5-1 lead, but LA scored 2 runs in each of the last 3 innings.
And the other part of it, we were talking about Cishek being rested now because he had a couple of days. The off day yesterday, he was not available on Wednesday, but here he is getting ready to throw his 23rd pitch in the first game of this series.
1-2 to Giavotella. Good stop by Iannetta, ball 2. All other games are complete. It's the only game going on in the big leagues right now. Two pitch. Popped it up. Playable. Marte taking control. Boys need to rally. 2 runs, 3 hits, couple of left. Angels have taken a lead. It's a 1-run contest with the Angels in front. Dejo, Lee, Iannetta, and Martine coming up. Bottom 9. Been a thorn in the side of the Mariners tonight. His last 2 times up, a home run and then a 2-run single in the 9th. As the Angels have just kept pecking away. 7-6 lead. The Mariners have stranded 12 runners tonight. 4 times they loaded the bases in 1 big cash-in inning. That was the 6th, a 3-run triple by Marte as Fernando Salas takes over.
For Salas on the year, 2-1 record, ERA just over 2. Opponent's hitting 190. He's given up a couple of home runs.
Guess who's coming up? Thank you, Mr. Belafonte. Dejo Lee to lead it off. He came on as a pinch hitter. And he'll get a look at Salas. Strike 1.
Lee, Iannetta, and Martine.
Here's the 0-1 to Dale. And he's in an 0-2 hole. And again, so many pitchers he's seeing for the first time. Salas jumps on him 0-2. Swing and a miss, going on 3 pitches, 1 out. Bring up Chris Iannetta.
Well-placed fastball at 94 on the outside corner. Starting him with a little breaking ball and then 2 fastballs in a row and a late swing.
Iannetta homered on a 1-1 pitch. 2 outs, nobody on 7th inning. Back-to-back games now he's hit home runs. He's 0 for 3 against Salas. Ball 1. Toronto beat Texas 5-0. Houston won at Boston 7-6. Oakland won at Tampa Bay 6-3. Bouncing ball to the shortstop. T. 2 outs.
Well,
It's Marte.
Now see if he can get into one. Marte has some pop in his bat.
1 for 3 against Salas. Last hope here for the Mariners. Ball 1 to Martine. Sacrifice fly in the 4th. First Mariner run of the evening. Got a base hit to right in the 6th. One and 1. 5 home runs. 13 runs batted in for Martine.
Salas is going to try to keep the fastball away from him. The last one on the outside corner. It looked as if Martine tried to go out there and get it.
Last home run was 10 days ago against Oakland. All in 2 strikes. Mariners down to their last strike here. 2 outs, bottom 9, down a run. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch outside for ball 2. Salas has given up 2 home runs so far this season. He's 2-2 to Martine. And that's your ball game. Disappointing loss to say the least. The Mariners stranded 12. Angels in their 6-game losing streak, and the Mariners suffer their first loss after win leading after 8 innings. They're now 16-1 in that category.
They'll have to do a much better job hitting with runners in scoring position tomorrow. You cannot strand all those runners. And a rare night for the bullpen to struggle, giving up 6 runs through the last 3 innings.
We're disappointed group of Mariners as they lose 7-6 the series opener against the Angels. Season series now at 2-2. Time of game 3 hours 41 minutes. 7-6 the final. Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad and Dave.
All right, David, Mike, thank you very much. The Angels get to do something they have not done last 6 games. That's high five